Actually, I'm sorry,
apologies.
but I would like to be alone for now. Well, we talked to everyone. Now what? Sniffle, sniffle. Oh, he's sleeping on our sofa.
It's me.
Hey,
I've uncovered a few things in my investigation this week,
do tell.
so I thought I'd share my findings with you.
What did you find?
First, regarding Maruki himself, he's been researching the treatment of patients through changes in their cognitions since his college
No,
years.
Joker wakes up to see everyone except for Morgana sleeping in his bed. I mean, he is a man whore, you know?
Maruki's work apparently had enough investors that he was planning to break ground on a research facility somewhere. And as you know, those plans never came to fruition. His funding was cut off, and his research was ended for him.
Did something happen?
It's probable. However, we can't be certain of the reason why. At
I
least
mean,
with
his
our
girlfriend, like, he broke up with his fiancée or something.
purpose of his research into cognitive science. Doesn't it feel like there's more to the story? For example,
Like, due to
maybe his
trauma.
research was stymied by someone else for their own reasons. Anyway, that's all I could dig up about Maruki's history. The only thing that's become clearer is his stance on using cognitive science. He's dead serious about saving people. He distorted reality itself to make his dream come true. I can only imagine how delighted he is right now. Ah, that reminds me. There was one more thing I wanted to tell you about the reality Maruki's put us in. It seems that Akumura and Wakaba are both considered alive by all accounts.
They're not dead anymore?
They aren't mere illusions or cognitive beings. They truly are alive and existing in this world.
So, like, I need to shoot them both?
Their deaths seem to have never taken place at all in this reality.
And the Phantom Thieves?
They seem to have been causing a stir in society, just like in our
So, like, why
original
didn't he remove the
reality.
Phantom Thieves?
But Shido alone was arrested on the crime of attempting to overthrow the government. Basically, in this reality, you and I haven't committed any crimes.
So why am I
don't
here?
understand how Maruki was
No,
able
seriously,
to
if we haven't
distort
committed any
reality
crime,
to such
why
extent. But
am I
at the very
here?
least, he was
Why am I
being
in
honest
Sojourner's
with
Place and
us
I'm not
that he
back in my
makes
old
such
town?
revisions, and rather convenient ones.
What do you make of it?
Remaining in this Maruki revised reality means living
I
under his
mean,
thumb forever.
Akechi is indeed fully insane.
To live like that. I'll be the one to choose my path. That's how I've lived up to
At least now he doesn't wear a mask and hides it.
Continue from here till the end. But what about you? You saw them for yourself, didn't you? Your friends seem to have taken a liking to Maruki's version of reality. Don't tell me you've changed your mind after seeing them.
Don't worry about it.
I see. I pray your answer doesn't change when we face Maruki tomorrow. That takes care of the info I wanted to share. See you soon.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Are you going somewhere tomorrow?
With Akechi to the stadium.
With Akechi? You guys are really hitting it off lately. Of course, that's not a bad thing.
Wait, now his voice is different.
Hey, so
Now his
about
voice is different. Earlier when he talked to him, he had the cat voice. Now he has a voice of a normal voice. What the fuck? Is it like a glitch? Did they just didn't record lines for when you just randomly speak to him as an NPC? It's so weird. Joker's ideal reality still doesn't have his parents. Like, he has his parents that are not dead yet. But like, why is he in LeBlanc? The reason he's in LeBlanc is because he, quote-unquote, committed a crime. But if what Akechi says is true, and we haven't committed any crimes, why the fuck are we in LeBlanc? We should be back in our hometown. Maybe it sounds normal when he's not aware of the past world and like a cat when he is. Interesting point. Very interesting point.
You know, that stuff about my happiness.
Like, I guess in Joker's ideal world, he wants to be with his friends. But in their ideal world, they shouldn't be even aware of who Joker is. As we saw, Ryuji is like, wait, why the fuck do I know you?
Good night.
Tomorrow we meet with Maruki. I should go to bed early tonight. Sure. Over an hour of just cutscenes. Lovely, 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 lovely. But as far as I know, this chapter is mostly cutscenes. Unless some action fun time. So let's try to make the best out of it. Monday.
So, you came. Based on the look in your eyes, I'm guessing your friends aren't going to be of any use to us.
I'm sure they'll come around.
Oh, yes. Because I'm sure you're all just as close as you were before reality was changed.
Ouch! Like, he's not wrong, but ouch.
There's no point in griping about it out here. Are you ready? As I mentioned yesterday, it's quite likely that we'll have to confront Maruki physically. If you're not prepared for such a contingency, then please go and take care of your affairs as quickly as possible.
Maybe Maruki also rewrote reality to the point Joker always lived there. Like, he never seemed to be all too interested in going back to his hometown. Like, Joker, since the beginning of the game, he was like, okay, I just want to get over with the parole. Like, this is also implied by the characters around him. At the beginning, Joker just wanted to get over with this parole, just wanted to get it done. Okay. He just wanted to get on with it. Then he met the Phantom Thieves, and then he had no choice but to do it. Like, he had a choice, he could have said no, but like, I guess deep down he's a man who is still searching for justice anywhere he goes. This is why he was on parole to begin with, because he did his own form of justice. But I do think that because the confidence and the connections he made with all those people, he just doesn't want to go back. Or he wants to stay with his friends. Because as soon as his parole ends, he goes back to his hometown. He has absolutely no reason to stay in Tokyo. He has family, we don't know about his past life, but we know that he has his family there. And he has his school there. So, you know. Also, it's the right thing to happen. Him going back.
Now, let us depart. Excuse me, Whoa! Hey guys.
Looks like we've all had the same idea.
Are you here to speak with him as well?
Kinda. So, he's not here?
He left around noon. Said he was meeting up with Akechi.
Sojiro said if we need to talk about stuff, we can use this place for a while.
Cool.
You know, he asked me the other day, something along the lines of whether or not I'm okay with how things are. At first I didn't know what he was talking about, but as he kept going, his words started making my chest feel all tight.
I know what you mean. And ever since then, it's like something isn't right in my heart anymore.
I have no complaints about my current life. On the contrary, in fact. I am truly happy with it. So, in that case, what is this inkling of a feeling I have deep in my soul?
Damn it. I'm so bad at figuring out this sort of stuff. Hey, do you think maybe we're all running away from something super important? I've been kind of wondering for a while now. Maybe the reason his words hurt so much is because he's right. But I was too scared to admit that for some reason. That's why I pretended I didn't understand what he meant.
When I was speaking with him, I felt like I caught a glimpse of this mysterious sight. Something that shouldn't have happened, but still, I felt like I shouldn't turn away from it.
Same here.
And myself as well. It seems that we really have lost sight of something precious to us after all.
That might be, but I'm so scared to remember what it is. If I remember that, I feel like my life as I know it is gonna end. Oh, Futaba. But even still, I don't want to feel this way anymore either. Me too.
Guess that's it, huh? He was trying to tell us all something important, and I bet he's probably still working on it somewhere. Ain't no way I'm gonna bail on him just so I can keep running from whatever it is.
When I had that strange experience you all mentioned, I saw him and the rest of us there together. I want to believe the connection we share here is a genuine one.
Well, I know if we don't do something soon, we're gonna lose our connection with him. Don't ask how I know. It just feels like the truth to me.
I admit I am happy right now, but I just can't accept the situation as it is. I'm done with trying to escape my problems.
So you're gonna return to being a cat? He's a cat again! Bestie is the cat!
Well,
Let's figure out where Maruki is first. I don't want to waste any time wandering about aimlessly. We encountered an information guide after going up this elevator. If he intends to welcome us in so graciously, perhaps we'll come across another guide soon. Before I forget, I suspect that battles are going to get even tougher from here on out due to our lack of manpower. Focusing on our own abilities is fine and all, but depending on the situation, it will be more efficient to team up. The combination move we pulled off before, that wasn't half bad.
All right.
Of course, that all depends on whether or not you can keep up with me. Stop being so rude. Also, no velvet room.
Let's do it.
Of course he is. And it's not gonna let us fast forward in. Oh well. I mean, we have Izanagi on us, so I think I should be fine with whatever they send against me.
I can see it.
Plus, I really like the doves.
This is so much fun!
It's a really nice touch. But yeah, the music here is such a vibe. I think it was somewhere around here. VIP patients identified. We will now begin the grand tour. The auditorium is now open. The master awaits you there with the patients you seek. Please enter through the door on the left-hand side of the entrance hall. Just as I thought, they're politely informing us of their location. That must be the door. Let's go.
I can feel it.
Wait, I see treasure.
This is the best!
Thank you, thank you. I shall keep trying to work on my voice acting. Murder!
They let their guard down.
Okay, how do you do with fire?
But still weaker than us.
Do I have something with Maragi? Or just Agidyne? Yes, Maragion!
There! That's 2 knocked down. But you can do more, can't you, Joker? Go down! Joker got a 2-for-1 deal there.
Easy!
Well, time to be on our way.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we want, just the two of us. Akechi and I.
Formidable opponent.
Okay, nothing of interest here. Maybe here? No.
I have something.
I must steal your face! Chimera and Chimera, double Chimera. Weak to wind and curse.
That one was too easy to knock down. Rush, keep it going. Fursona.
Gaudine.
There. That's one enemy immobilized. Let's go, Joker. Time again.
So close. Oh well, Magarula.
You're mine. You wiped him out.
We had room to spare.
Box.
There seems to be a treasure chest.
Black Rock. Why do I get those items? I still don't have a velvet room here, which kinda sucks.
I would wager there's a.
Yeah, let's save here.
It's a.
I should write something.
Now, let us depart.
I can feel it.
Hope you have a happy life.
Ugh, cringe. Like, thank you for wanting me to have a happy life, but the way it's set is very, very, very unsettling and cringe. What are you doing? There is no point interacting with that right now. Ah, shut up! Who is holding the map here, my dude? You or me? Me. Therefore, I dictate where we go and what doors I'm trying to break. I just want to steal all the treasures. I'm a thief after all. Man, the only way you could have made him sound more insane is by having the voice actor of Dio voice him. Honestly, yeah. Could have been so cool. There is no doubt that Maruki is up ahead. Make sure you're ready. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready for the murder.
Thank you for coming.
Did you do something to her? Admittedly, I
She's
prefer
only
his work on Shu Shirakawa, but
Any
still.
intention of hurting her. Once her inner turmoil begins to settle, I'll have her remember her life as she
Honestly,
wishes
most of the voice actors in this game are doing a great job, but Ryuji's voice actor is the best. Is
By
like
merely brainwashing
top
people
notch.
for your own satisfaction.
voice actor in my
I'm
opinion.
aware that some will interpret my acts that way. But if that self-satisfaction leads to the happiness of thousands of others, don't you agree that outcome is for the best? If I understand correctly, you went and checked in on your friends this past week. This reality is the one that they all wished for. Did any of them seem troubled by that fact? This reality is the true reality. All you have to do is recognize it as such. Once you do, you'll be just as happy as they are. Didn't you see it yourselves? Your friends don't just want to live these lives. They want you to choose this reality for yourselves and live happily too.
This reality.
Please, I want you to understand. For their sake, as well as yours.
My friends want to stay in this reality. But is that really true?
Well, it's time.
If I accept Maruki's offer, my friends and I will be able to live happily in this reality is created. Also, he says, if we stay in this world, we really could lead happy lives, free from pain and suffering. But our memories will be distorted to allow for the new circumstances. There is probably no way to avoid that. The worst part about this is that from a certain perspective he is right. Like, this isn't just an illusion, he actually wrote reality. He rewrote reality, yes, this is reality. But doesn't make it a good reality, you know?
For the sake of Yoshizawa,
It doesn't make it right or
and the
just.
rest of your friends,
We
I
need
ask
to
you
face our
give me
hardships
your
whether
answer.
we like it or not. I can't accept this reality.
Huh?
Negotiations
Lavenza?
seem to have broken down.
I think it was
see.
Lavenza.
It seems we still haven't reached an
It's a
understanding.
honestly, yeah. Maruki basically wrote fan fiction where everyone is happy. An alternate universe fan fiction.
I'm not serious.
That everyone is happy, happy, joy, joy.
I'm begging you, Senpai.
We can
Please
decide
let me
if it's
listen
canon
to
or
me.
no. From my point of view, it's less about hardships and more about consent. Here's the thing, I don't know if it's about consent. Because in their minds, they're experiencing the thing they wanted to experience to begin with. They wanted to keep experiencing life with their loved ones alive. They wanted to keep like doing the things they wanted to do. You know, their aspirations, their goals in life. But sometimes you can't. Sometimes what life will tell you, you can't. Ryuji, due to his injury, he can't be the best runner. Shiho can't go back to the school. She's fucking traumatized to shits. The poor girl. And Anne can't do anything about it. Because it's not about Anne. Makoto's father will never return. He's dead. And she needs to work on a relationship with her sister, whether she likes it or not. And they're already starting to work on their relationship. In a positive note. Haru's father is not going to return. He's dead. And she needs to deal with the business decisions herself. She at least has help from some of his closer associates. So she's not completely on herself, but it's something she has to deal with. And so to Futaba. Futaba's entire story arc is her dealing with the death of her mother and her coming to terms that she isn't to blame. And suddenly Wakaba is alive? So what does it mean about her character arc? What does it mean about the growth she went through? You know? And, like, it's not about consent, it's dealing with hardships, and Maruki just doesn't want you to deal with hardships anymore. You just live your happy life, and get the thing you want, and that's about it. I mean, Ryuji was injured, he just healed magically. He did say, yeah, I just healed from the injury. But yeah, it's just... Maruki says, yeah, you deal with the hardship, well, I'm gonna make you not deal with it anymore. I'm gonna make you happy, just think about happy, just think about happiness, only happiness. I'll rewrite reality just so you will be happy. Just don't be sad, don't face trauma. And yeah, trauma sucks, trauma is terrible. You know? But it's something you need to deal with, whether you like it or not, like, you know?
But why? This pain is too much. Why can't
The
I
business
just
is from
leave
the
it
opinion that
behind
suffering
me?
doesn't build character, it builds scar tissue, but an endlessly happy life isn't. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Sumire's
Because
fault.
here's the thing, in Persona games, and like in most literature, the trauma does build character in a way, scars and characters.
Don't try to
It
stop
helps
me.
if the character is in middle of realizing their scars, like Futaba did. She just started to realize her scars. You know? You can see the character going through them, and despite them. And becoming better people. Despite the scars, not thanks to the scars. And there are characters who are the scars are behind them. They're just somewhere in a completely different mind place and they're just moving on. They're already a fully realized character. Best example is Yoshida Tora. He had his scars. And he moved on past them. Yes, he still has the baggage of being no good Tora. And people blaming him for dealing with the stealing money. But he moves past them, and he's still running to be a politician. And he still cares about the younger generation. And he still does his best despite the trauma that this shit caused him. In a way, it's also true to EY. The difference of point of view is whether they are better because of that or worse because of that and are just doing their best to cope. Here's the thing. I don't know if it's called... Look, nobody says that dealing with trauma will make you a better person. It can definitely make you a worse person. People fall to alcoholism due to trauma, or drug use, or just having abusive behavior, or mirroring the trauma that was caused to them on other people. Dealing with trauma doesn't say that in the end you'll be a better person or a worse person. You're just a different person. You grew. Growth doesn't mean there's something positive nor negative. You just grew. So I think this is really what the game is trying to say. Yeah, you will deal with hardship. You will grow out of it. Where you go, it's up to you. You could end up like Akechi, being an insufferable idiot, or like Sumire, who is a different flavor of insufferable idiot. Or you can be like Joker, that decided to take justice into his own hands and help people. Or like Anne, that she decided to start looking at the bigger picture of things. You know? Or Makoto, who decided to be not a bitch. True to her sister as well. Or be like EY, that like he decided to just be a family man and does everything for his son. You know? You just deal with trauma differently, you grow differently. And this is what they're trying to say to Maruki. Yes, you can make us happy, but now what? Really, now what?
How stubborn. No matter what you say to
I
her,
guess that isn't the point of view of whether this is a good thing or a bad thing. Some people do actually think that this forced change isn't really a good thing. I'm on that due to not enough life experience, but it is certainly a point of view. Look, I think... Okay, I will try to explain my point of view like this. In Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, you basically... you have to choose between 3 people how to rebuild the world. The world is destroyed, God chose 3 people to make the world in their image. The first one is where the people are just a hive mind and they just work together in harmony, but they have no thoughts or individuality. The second one is a lady who is like, yeah, the strongest survives. Even though even in her own position in her own life she wasn't the strongest, she still believed that the world is for the strong. And the third one decided to go full-on Matrix, that every person lives in their own world, in their own reality, and in their own image. None of them are necessarily correct, but the way that Maruki views the world is very similar to the third guy. That is like, no hardships, you just live your best life ever until you die. And unfortunately, like in ideal world, you do want to live like this, with no hardship and everything is good, and you just live life and you are having the best time ever because, you know, YOLO and all that shit. Crap DM. But, you know, what kind of reality is it? Especially manufactured one. Manufactured by someone else. It's not a reality you built for yourself, it's not a reality you chose for yourself. And again, in the reality you choose for yourself, some things are gonna happen that you don't really consent to or want to happen, you know, like a loss of someone close. Or a other kind of trauma. But this is life. And just grow from there. You need to make the best of it despite it. You know? But that's my opinion.
I could take care of it for you right now. But you'd prefer her to leave here alive, right? Just hurry up and end this.
Are you leaving me? My dude, I thought we were a team.
Don't make me do this.
Oh well, gonna punch the shit out of her.
I can't stop this! I refuse to live as Kasumi's killer! Please don't do this to me!
Rude. Wait, you're supposed to weak to darkness. If I remember correctly. There you are. Miss, fuck.
Persona!
You're not weak to it. Suck this shit, bring out Izanagi. Rude. Fuck, I don't have any healing items.
Get through. Never mind.
Do I have any healers? That's a strong no. That's a very strong no.
Izanagi no Okami Pikaro!
Everything's a budget needs to solve, which is why I think that it's more about consent than hardship. Like, if someone does want to just disappear and live their life in a borderline trance, well, I don't think it's really anyone else's choice but theirs. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Please, just leave me alone.
You started attacking me, excuse me?
Let's go.
Boom, problem solved.
Why?
Bitch thinks she can attack me just like that?
Looks like you lost.
Why?
Our fight is over.
Senpai.
Damn, that Persona game makes us feel very, very philosophical. Sadly cannot fault anyone for having this point of view as someone who is currently stuck in, well, current Russia. Ugh.
You saw it all for
Yeah.
yourself, Senpai.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's my own fault that my sisters... Why don't you understand? Please.
Mod, what is your opinion in the philosophical game Persona
Zawa-san.
about what Maruki does?
I can give you strength, so you don't have to suffer.
Doctor.
Punch him in the face.
Tell me, if you want your pain to end,
Punch him in the face.
and desire to live as Kasumi,
Punch him in the face.
I'll actualize it.
Let me finally realize what it is that drives people to drink their brain into a stupor. I don't drink myself, but it can certainly make me understand it. Fucking hell with those tentacle monsters. Jesus, stop it.
sadly, she has lost sight of herself.
Yeah, life sucks. That's the story. Life
Be
sucks.
her guide. And together,
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're correct, Mod.
nightmare.
Again, Maruki's intentions are not bad intentions. It doesn't have bad intention, but you know, the path to hell is carved by good intentions.
What the hell? This so-called kindness of his disgusts me.
Yeah.
Let's do this
Again,
quick.
he too is a character with trauma. I mean, the entire story of his like fiancé and how they broke up. Yeah, like Satana El coming out of nowhere, being our Deus Ex Macarena.
Way I know how.
It's gone totally
The difference
berserk.
between him being a hero and him being a villain is actually asking people before he does this. Yeah, I guess so. But again, think about it like that. If, let's say, someone asks your friend to revive someone who hurt you, specifically, and they consent to revive the same person who hurt you, in what position does it put you? I just think that we shouldn't touch this thing called society that much and let society grow by itself without any outside influence. You know? Pretty much what the Phantom Thieves managed to accomplish, which is let people think for themselves without interfering with society as much. Let society rebel, let society speak their opinion, let society grow and evolve, and not putting it in some kind of cells and boxes, you know?
We need to stop her persona.
take that!
Oh, she murdered one of them.
It ate the smaller one?
Num 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 num.
What a pain. We'll have to beat it before it heals itself again.
I think that the ability to choose to put yourself in such a box is actually part of society being able to choose its own path. I guess, but again, if you think about it, this is where we currently are, where, you know, many people, and I think I'm at fault with it as well. We choose to put ourselves in a box to interact less and less with society. And it doesn't really help society evolve. It just keeps it as is. Like currently, as far as I see from news around the world and news about my own country, every society in every country, it's basically a pressure pot. And it just takes one thing to make this shit explode. And it's everywhere like that right now. Everywhere. It's just terrible to be alive right now. But at least we have video games, and you have me, which I can make you happy sometimes.
Come! By the myriad truths!
I won't hold back!
Saw that.
Good.
Let's go. All will be revealed! Nice.
From my point of view, the issue is that it isn't really a new thing. The only thing that really changes is that we're now aware of that pressure pot. Yes, 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 I agree. I definitely agree. Stop healing yourself! Gotta do everything in this house.
Persona!
Yikes. Can you stop summoning them?
Damn it. There's no end to this. Just what the hell is this thing?
I refuse to return. I will never go back to being such pathetic, soot-coated garbage!
Oh my, oh my. Strong
Can't
words.
tell. It's her refusal to accept the truth.
Also, what the fuck is going on with their butts? Why do they have those pink shits in their butts? And now our besties will come to save the day, right?
We can't afford to waste time on this shit! Here it comes!
I don't think so.
Bestie power! I've seen enough anime to know where this is going.
Damn it, Skull. I told you not to rush in by yourself like that. At least it seemed to work out in our favor.
And Morgana is a cat! So my personal ideal would be less everyone is happy and more completely remove the first two steps on the pyramid of need and let people deal with the rest of it themselves. People deserve not to have to worry about survival, only about living. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I knew you would be here.
Our apologies for making you wait so long.
Is that
Akechi-kun and Dr. Maruki?
Yoshi's always trapped by... Why is her persona doing this? What in the world is going on here?
So much of this shit makes no sense, but we'll cover it later. We've got to stop her first, right, Joker?
Aye aye.
All right, let's get in formation. Okay, guys, leave the navigation to me. Let's push him back.
God, the music is so good.
Unbelievable. Why did they come here?
You mad?
Feels pretty good.
Persona!
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Switch!
Let's get this done.
Let's go for Garudine. God, Dracos is such a cool persona.
I won't hold back!
That was awesome, Mona.
Let's go. By the myriad truths.
39. Let's summon in Yusuke.
Backing up!
I'll take the 4.
And summon in Makoto. Honestly, though, props to Persona 5 making this complex a story twist. Regardless of your opinion, it makes you think. Yeah, honestly, yes. Look, I mean, I'll say my thoughts when I completely finish the game, but basically, some of the writing here is either really, really good or really, really bad. There is no in-between in the writing. The best part of the game is when you actually go in the palaces and you do the stealth and you do the fighting in the palaces. The worst part of it is literally the rest. You know? But again, it's a Persona game. It's where you need to max your stats to basically play the game. But truly, the funnest part of this game is the combat. It just shows that JRPGs could be still fun and interactable.
Let's go.
Fursona! How's this?
Can you stop doing that?
Let's go! Come on, stay together! For my joy! It looks like it's working. Just hang in there a little longer.
I'm working on it.
Come! This is a part of me!
How undignified.
Time for revenge!
Yeah, just shoot the thing. I think that the issue with Persona 5 is the weeb-ass shit method that people use for anime. Weeb being the tracker of how culture is specific to Japan, a lot of the tropes are. S being the tracker of how fan service it is, and shit being how crap some of the things are by Western standards. Here's the thing, okay?
I'm not done.
This game does go, like all Persona games, go towards the anime fan crowd more than the other Shin Megami Tensei games. This one screams more towards them. Also, but this game is also very fan servicey to the points that I do feel kind of disgusted in the way they portrayed some of the characters in some of the situations. You know, specifically about everything that has to do with Anne and Futaba. And how the other male characters react to those characters. Specifically, again, all the male characters and Anne. Everything that had to do with those interactions were mostly disgusting. In my opinion. But the game is like, speaking of a turn-based RPG, it's fun. It's really fun. The combat is fun. You can do lots of things. And of course, monster collecting is one of my favorite genres. So yeah, I enjoy collecting weird-ass monsters based on different mythologies. But again, some parts of the story are just so... Sometimes they come really out of left field. You know? Stuff like this makes me glad that I seem to have no instinctual taboos. I can understand something as being wrong without feeling viscerally disgusted about it, though it makes me worry about it sometimes. No, here's the thing. They can do lots of things in this game that I won't feel disgusted, but really the things that this does disgust me is that Anne is a 16-year-old kid. And even though, yes, her friends are teenagers as well, the way they act towards her is kinda disgusting and they suffer no repercussions whatsoever. For example, when you go to Futaba's palace and she starts to sweat, and Joker and Ryuji look down her shirt. Or the whole how they managed to get Yusuke is by them convincing Anne to strip for Yusuke. For his paintings. Or how Morgana wanted to go to the hot springs to see Anne and be with Anne. Like, everything about Anne as a character and her interactions with the other characters is just so wrong, in my opinion. And it's unnecessary. I do think that the male protagonist characters should have suffered some repercussion for sexualizing literally their friend, you know, their bestie, and not just be upset when Kamoshida does it. And give Anne a bit more of character growth that has to do with her as a growing person who tries to figure out her sexuality. Or, you know, her sexual prowess as a young woman in modern society. Wouldn't be necessarily wrong if it wasn't for in a work of media. Teens do teen stuff, but the person playing the game isn't one. Or at least if she was fine with it. I totally missed the part of the game, so... Again, she wasn't fine with the boys acting this way. She wasn't fine with being sexualized by everyone. You know? But her persona is based on dominatrix. Her clothes are very, 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 very sexy. She has an ability called the sexy dance, which makes the enemy miss a turn. You know, instead of actually trying to figure this thing out about her and let her figure it out with the help of Joker. And yes, I do appreciate that they did focus on Shiho, but also I think her confident focus both on Shiho and her growth as a person. But none of those goals really do with the big issue I have with Anne as a character, in that she is overly sexualized and she is 16. She's a child, and both adults sexualize her and her friends. Mostly Joker and Ryuji, mostly Ryuji, and Morgana as well. Like, I remember we went to grind in Mementos in one stream, and sometimes in Mementos they just bicker, and I just caught like Anne complaining that her outfit is too tight, and Morgana was like, wait, what? Can you repeat? Can you repeat this line? And I'm like, Morgana, what the fuck? She's a child and you're a cat. Why? Why did this line have to be in the game? What good did it do? What flavor did it add to the lore of those characters? The stuff that actually happens with her feels like it would make her shut inside further rather than actually grow, I guess. I don't know, I think it could have helped her not grow necessarily, but do understand in what position she is in, and also find a voice to say, no, this is not cool. This is not cool in my opinion, I do not consent to this shit. I do not consent for you to look down my shirt, I do not consent for you to sexualize me in front of my friends. I do not consent to this stuff. While also dealing with her trauma of whatever happened with Kamoshida and Shiho.
No.
Again, sometimes some of the confident interactions, especially with the main cast, they feel like filler. They don't really add much to the character. And the worst one is Makoto's confidant, which is the worst in my opinion. Spoiler warning, it's the worst confidant. Because it really doesn't do much for Makoto. Whatsoever. It doesn't make her any more interesting.
The clock strikes midnight.
And most of it feels like filler for us to start a relationship. Ooh, nice. Look at all those levels.
Yoshizawa-san!
You've all... I can't believe you've thrown away your happiness just to come here and how? It's impossible.
You're Dr. Maruki, right?
That's right. More importantly, why are...
Dude, what the hell's Doc doing inside a palace?
He's ruling this palace, is what
It's
he's
space, not everything has to serve the central plot of character development. Sometimes it's perfectly fine to just have the vibe with the character, it just needs to not be shite. Exactly. Again, I don't really mind filler, as long as it's good for at least be entertaining. Like for most of Makoto's plot, I didn't care. I really didn't care.
Right. I only wanted to grant your
You know?
wishes.
Yes, I get it, you want to be a police officer and you have to deal with the father, but why the fuck your entire plot focuses on this random girl who we never see again. And we never talk about again.
So,
instead
you
of
all
actually
intend to
dealing
deny
with
reality
your
of the
relationship
issue.
with your
If you
sister
want to fight
and your
back,
relationship with your
so
dead
be it.
father,
If you plan
and
on
help you
changing your
grow
heart,
and decide what to
that's
do in
fine
your
too.
life.
But before that, I think there's still room for discussion here. Also, I believe taking care of Yoshizawa-san is more important than settling this issue right
Like,
now.
Yusuke's confidant was dealt good, Futaba's confidant was dealt well, Ryuji, for the most part, it was pretty good. Haru's is
I
better
think
than
you are rather
Makoto's.
exhausted at the
Akechi's was at least kinda entertaining. Morgana is Morgana, it's connected to the plot, you can't really do much, but Makoto's was the weakest, by far.
There's still time. February 3rd. I'll hear your final decision on the 3rd.
Oh my god, you're annoying.
If your views can't align with mine by then, we'll have no other choice but a physical altercation. As much as I would loathe that, I still can't give up what I've started. What I swore I'd do. On the day I lost everything that mattered to me.
I've lost his reading. I want to pursue him, but I doubt that's even possible right now.
Let's get out of here. Yoshizawa's gotta rest anyway.
I'm still just as shocked as I was when we first came here. The navigators returned to our devices. A palace is visible in our own reality.
Does this mean reality's broken right now or something? Something to do with Dr. Maruki anyway.
Hey, how much do you already know about this stuff?
I should tell them what I know so far.
So Dr. Maruki, he altered our reality to make our dreams come true?
This is all too much for me to handle at once.
Apologies for the interruption. Mind if I interject?
That's right! Akechi!
There's no reason to be defensive. Had I wished to kill you all, I would have simply done so already.
Akechi, goddammit.
So you're not here to fight us?
I've already put our feud behind me. Not only that. Since he and I both refuse to accept reality as Maruki sees fit to make it, we currently have the same goal.
So what you're saying is you're using him.
What about the rest of you? Considering how you were all living your ideal lives in that other reality, until you decided to come here, Maruki seems to be telling the truth about taking your happiness into consideration. While his heart is distorted, he is quite different from the adults whose hearts you've changed so far. Now that you know his intentions, I'm most interested in learning whether you still plan on fighting him or not.
What do you mean?
I'm up against someone with the power to distort reality as we know it. The more allies on my side, the better. If we all share the same
Oh,
goal,
it's the Akechi plot.
we join forces
guess.
and improve our odds. I'll be going now. Be sure to consider my point.
I don't think I have a choice.
Hey! Hey!
Jeez.
Yoshizawa, are you alright?
Are you okay?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry that I caused you all so much trouble.
No, you don't need to apologize.
We should probably go our separate ways for now and discuss it at a better time.
Yeah, tomorrow we can... Oh yeah, third semester's starting up tomorrow, right?
I guess we're going back to school, huh?
Fun,
We still
fun.
don't have any idea what we want to do from here on out, though.
We've got time. Maruki said he'll wait until February 3rd before... Let's really think it over before making our decision.
Well, time to speedrun to February 3rd, I guess.
Yo, welcome back. I didn't know you guys were out together. Wait, what's wrong, Futaba?
Hey, Sojiro, is Mom?
Mom? You mean Wakaba? Well, what about her?
Nah, it's nothing. It's just I happen to remember something about her, that's all.
I see. Okay, then. You know, I caught myself thinking about her earlier, too. Odd coincidence.